Hi, welcome back to one of the most exciting videos that I'm going to share with you today. My name is Neha and I am a tarot reader from Enchanting Tarot. Today I'm going to share with you a deck that was something like a calling to me, and I could not contain myself to put my hands on from the time I saw the images of the deck. So the deck is none other than Spirit Keepers Tarot, okay, by Benebell. So let me tell you something about Benebell first. So Benebell Wen is a very famous tarot reader, a book author, and I can say a reader where she explains to you the logic behind the archetypes. Okay, so in her book Holistic Tarot, that was her first book on the tarot, and if you've not read about the book, if you've not put your book on that, hands on your book, then I believe you are missing out. So if you are a person who is very rational, if you are a person who needs a lot of logics to accept something, and you feel tarot is something which is very esoteric and you don't have that pull because there are no logics or well defined objectives mentioned when you are working with tarot, then you should read her book. Okay, I should have the book here somewhere. Okay, so let me share with you her book, the Holistic Tarot. Okay, so don't get scared, but this is the book Holistic Tarot. Okay, so you can see the book, right? So this is how in this whole book she explains every single logic, the rational explanation of tarot, including the symbolism. I mean, if you have this book, you will not need anything. All right, now imagine the kind of work she's put to make this book. Okay, this is one of the gems in the tarot world, and she's a very renowned author. She's just written 2 more books. One is the Tao of the Craft, where she explains the Chinese magic. Okay, but I'm not into that much, so I haven't read that book. But she normally teaches tarot in the world forum. She represents a good community where she explains in her master classes, which is conducted by tarot associations. All right, so that is about Benebell. She is absolutely loving, and in 2000 mid 18 she created this deck, which was Spirit Keepers Tarot. Now this deck was complete black and white, and she had drawn each and every card by her own hands. So even the tags that were there, all right, was handwritten by her, and that's the reason she wanted to make it very personal. So that was a very black and white deck, and I somehow could not connect with that deck, but I was definitely following up on her work. I was reading more, acquiring more knowledge, and my studies were on while that deck was published. So it was a self-published deck in back 2018, and I was not very much drawn to it, and it was only 1000 copies. So before the deck was out in mid-August, and within 15 days, I guess, it was sold out. So all 1000 copies were sold out. But then in early 2019, I guess, somewhere in March or April, she came out with this another deck where she announced actually that it is VITRUVIAN, the second edition to the first deck, and it is very different from the first one. So that was somewhere in the images of brown color, white and brown, and not brown exactly, I don't know what that color is, right, on the shades of brown. And it was amazing. So she shared a couple of images, and I am amongst the first person, I guess. I just wanted that deck. Okay, so I was into the pre-order thing, and it was 2000 self-published deck, so again a very limited edition. All right, and again this deck, now the way Benebell treats her deck is very, very personal. Okay, she names each and every deck. Okay, so every deck has been given a name, right? And she is again writing a personalized note to your deck. She consecrates and charges and programs the deck, all 2000 decks individually. So when you receive your deck, she makes sure that she is the last one to touch it and you are the first one to take it in your hands, right? So she takes absolute care of you. And again, I've had some interactions with her husband as well, James, and James is equally considerate and answering your questions and handling the postage queries, because the first deck that I ordered didn't come through, and I had to wait for like good 1.5 months, and still I couldn't get the deck, and he helped me to send me a second deck, okay, which finally came through. So after a long wait, I got the deck in my hands yesterday. Okay, so so she does that. She names each and every deck, and the idea of, or the intention behind creating this deck was to create a medium or a channel between you and your holy guardian angel. So in some ways there are a lot of angelic images on this deck, and in some ways this deck is also a connection between us and the supreme divine. So by holy guardian angel, Benebell is not particularly referring to angels as per the Western culture. She is of the idea that this universe also has a consciousness, and holy guardian angel is nothing but our higher self. So let me show you the Spirit Keepers Tarot. Okay, so this is the second edition. 2000 copies were printed, and this is one of them. Okay, so it comes in a perfectly plastic bag, bubble wrapped. I have peeled off the plastic cover of this, but look at the deck. Okay, it's hard bound, it's perfectly embossed, and it's so beautiful. Okay, so we have some text from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Okay, so this is how the deck is. So gorgeous and so beautiful. Alright, so like I said, this deck is nothing but journey with your guardian angel. So this is the holy guardian angel. It's a sticker actually, which I think I am going to stick it into the box, and I just wanted to show you the deck box inside. So dare to know. So do you dare to visit the spiritual realm? So very intricate drawing, okay. And if you visit her Instagram account, Benebell's Instagram account, there are videos which shows how she is drawing the deck. So you must visit her Instagram account, okay. So this is something where she's apologizing for the bottom lid. I did not know what the error was. I thought my box is perfect. This is the back of Spirit Keepers Tarot. Okay, so this is a personal note from her, and Then this is the name of my deck, Sibyllin. So this is the Sibyllin, and its deck is personally anointed by Benebell. So which is something very, 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 very personal touch, where she is consecrated, and the whole deck smells of some exotic aroma. I feel it is myrrh and frankincense, but I'm not sure of the combination. Okay, so my Sibyllin is something that I have to connect to. So we have a little white book. So we have the white book. The beauty of this deck is it has 80 cards, and this angel, okay, so this angel who records, whose hand seal upon the book of remembrance. So this book is entirely explained. Okay, this is the mini book. She is the author, Benebell Wen. Okay, so I am going to dive it deeper into this card. This card definitely needs a lot of self-study, a lot of personal connect. It's not going to be easy, I know that, but I'm all set. Look at this. She has, put her heart and soul into this deck. Look at it. So gorgeous, so gorgeous. These are some Egyptian texts from the religious books. I need to read actually the book of maps, which is sent to me by James. So I need to. So entire deck has gold edged. Wow. So every tarot a card reader obviously needs, this golden edged. So this is the feel of the card, very matte, not glossy, very matte. Okay, now as we know that there are 80 cards in the deck, so what she has done is she has bifurcated the Fool card, the 0 card, into 3 stages. Okay, so the first stage is the initiate, okay, the spirit in search of the experience. Okay, so it's like coming out from an egg, which is just beginning its journey. Definitely the second is the seeker. So it's the middle stage actually, in the spirit in search of signs. Okay, and then finally we have the keeper. Okay, so the keeper of the knowledge, the spirit in the petition of the spirit. Okay, so the Fool is actually broken into 3 stages. So that's how we have 80 cards. Remaining cards of the tarot deck remain the same. But as you see, these cards are so beautifully captioned. She has changed the name, the Magicius, the Magus, okay, divinity in man, the powers of spirit. So the symbols are there. So a lot of symbolism is used. Okay, so I definitely need to work a lot on my self practice before I can use this cards for reading. But I'm one thing for sure, that this journey is going to be amazing. Okay, so this is the High Priestess, the sanctuary of the Isis, because she is referring to the goddess Isis. The Empress. So we have the dragonfly, we have the power symbol, we have the swans, the Gloria Mundit. So definitely I will have to read each and every card with the book, that is the book of maps that she's created. The book itself is around 1000 pages. Okay, it's as good as the Holistic Tarot. So this book is definitely going to be like a self-study. Alright, So I am yet to explore, but there will be a lot of exercises which I think I will share with you guys. Okay, so the strength is renamed as the force, but this deck is beauty. I am so happy to connect with Sibyllin. Okay, that's what the name of my deck is, and I'm definitely going to use all the rituals and the connection meditations and all that she's given us. She literally handholds and explains through her videos, through her study groups, through her personal answer sessions. So every single thing that you would want to know from this deck is also given. So I will be sharing a lot of things from this deck, but before that I just wanted to give you a flip through of the cards, because they are not the ordinary cards. Definitely this demands a lot of self-study. Okay, this is not, I don't think so this is a deck where you can just pick it up and start reading. I think this deck needs special attention. This deck needs a dive inside. It deserves basically the kind of effort and the kind of knowledge has gone in making of these cards. Definitely deserves a self-study, deserves your attention, deserves every ounce of extra knowledge that you are seeking. Alright, so I am out of words now, but the immense energy just to hold these cards and to connect to them, the cards are vibrating with such good energies. I cannot explain you. Right, I will be making small videos where I will explain you what the methods that she's shared. I will obviously share with you, but I'm going to enjoy this journey. I am definitely going to love it. Okay, I'm just going to place everything inside, and I am going to work with the Holy Guardian Angel. Alright guys, I hope you liked it. I know this was not an exact flip through, but it is one of the best decks that I think I could have. I don't think so I'm going to plan to buy any more decks, at least for next year. So till the next year I'm going to work with this, because there's a lot to catch up, there's a lot to study, and it's my promise that I'm not going to let this deck go away anytime. It is one of my prized possessions. So if you have Spirit Keepers Tarot, enjoy it, share it with me. How are you keeping up with this deck? If not, guys, you missed it. Okay, look out for her work, look out if she's coming up for 3rd edition. I am going to link below her website, and you can check out her on Instagram. If you are a tarot reader, if you are somebody who is loving the rationality aspect of the magical world, then you should check out her work. Alright, take care, bye bye.